Divorce.
Hey man, welcome back to the Super Divorce YouTube channel.
Welcome.
Nicholas Villars here, aka Super Divorce, and today, Liminal Lane. Let's try. Wake up. Someone said to wake up. Hey, I've seen this before. That's a famous design right there. Some of you probably seen this or maybe had it as a child. We've got a poster, we got compact discs, a CD player, a rock guitar, a poster. Hey, they got a Boglin. Look, I got one right here. I got a mini Boglin right there. See? Check it out. Look. I'm not lying. Look at a mini Boglin. Just like in the fucking game. I didn't even know that was going to happen. I keep that right to the side of my desk all the time. But that's cool. These things were neat. They're all rubbery. I don't know if you ever had one as a child. Maybe it was a little before your time, but look up Boglins. They're like little puppets. You put them on your hand or you make their mouth move. They're all rubbery. It was all rubbery and floppy, and their eyes could move back and forth. They had a little switch on the inside where you could move their eyes around. Kind of glassy looking eyes. Really cool. Anyway. Some movies. Some CDs. Our computer. Some Pogs. Ah, yes, I remember the Pogs. Some VHS tapes. Who's that? Oh, we just got rotating images there. That's, of course, supposed to be an N64 or something like it. We got some guitar picks. The sunshine outside, just nice. Guess we really like this lady. Maybe a first crush. A first celebrity crush. And there we go, and it's a bunk bed. I didn't notice that at first. There's another Boglin up there. How about that? Well, what a nice little room we've got. You know? That doesn't look so good. But let's see, can we go outside? Oh. I want to believe. I want to believe there's a way out of this room. Even though it is nice, you wouldn't want to be stuck in here forever. Maybe. Oh, hold on. The door just closed. I'm trying to figure out. Do I go outdoors? Like, what are we looking at there? The world? Maybe if you hop up top, you can kind of careen through your bed like this. That's interesting. But I don't see much you can interact with. At least they're not giving me any sort of clues as to what might be interactable or not. Maybe if I close myself in here for a second, something will change. Or maybe not. I can't jump into the television. That's not working. Grab a guitar pick. Grab a movie. Grab a game. Grab my computer. Grab some Pogs. Well, do something with the light. Open the window. No. Walk into the... What just happened there? Oh. You walk through the wall. Through the poster. And now we're running down this strange corridor of brick. It's kind of slanted sideways. We got a fake sky up above. What does this say? Restricted area, employees only. Well, maybe I'm an employee. And there's the world that we were just looking at from our bedroom. You can't go off the side, or can you? You can. You can actually jump off. You couldn't walk off the side, but you could jump off the side. Now we're falling through the clouds down to a jazz bar. We're falling down into maybe Grandma and Grandpa's house. Old-fashioned television set. Got the old-fashioned heater there. Old cobblestone streets. A family saying hi. Hi. Some nice chill tunes. And leading us out onto the streets. Now this is a strange juxtaposition. It's like you walk in the street and you expect that you're in Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol. That's what it kind of reminds me of. Yet, as you go forward, you see this very tall building, which is odd. It doesn't fit. Something's amiss. Maybe I should be checking some of these doors. No. A soccer ball. Can I kick it into the thing? Into the goal? No, it's just for looks. Okay. Do you suppose anyone lives in these homes? Look, there's a guy. There's a shadow of a guy. Some people call that a silhouette. And we'll just continue on down. So that looks like a big-ass factory. Maybe there's some factory smoke going up. Missing Alex Kerr, 13 years old, last seen July 4th. He was celebrating his country's independence, and he set off too large of a firework, and it carried him right off into the sky, right with him. What do you think this is over here? This little archway. It looks like we might be walking into Poppy playtime. No, you can't do that. Alright. We can't go over and see the arch any closer than that. Leading me to believe it's just pure horse shit. And this is a smashed up car, but it's a cardboard cutout. Okay. How about just through this door here? How about into the large building, and let's see. I wonder if that's our boss. Looks kind of like Michael Scott. Maybe we've walked onto the set of The Office. This is where Pam Beasley would be sitting, and you'd have Jim and Dwight right over there. Really does look like Michael Scott's office a little bit, the way it's set up and arranged. That cardboard cutout, not doing much for us, but I've seen this before. That looks like... Is that, That seems familiar to me. I think this is the set of The Office. This is where they do Movie Mondays, right there. They have their meetings sometimes. Now, everything else isn't exactly the same, but that little bit right there was definitely Office-esque-ish. Some horrific scenes over to the left. A lady being set aflame by a large demon. Very demonic. And here, a room of pillars. Holding up what? It looks like the sky up there. Or these... Hold on, let me look outdoors. Let me look at this chair. A swivel chair. It would have been fun if they let you sit in the swivel chair and you could just glide all around this room. You ever do that? On the little rolly swivel chair, and you push yourself off the wall and spin around and such. Now here, this is like Alice in Wonderland. Only we're not small enough. We can't crouch down. Oh, but there's some steps. A little misdirection. Outdoors, there's a rainstorm, as you can see. And continuing up the staircase here to a pool room. Now, they got the picture of the shark over there, and maybe there's a shark actually in the water. Let's... Well, they won't let us dive into that pool, and maybe that's because there's a shark in the water. Maybe that's why. Take the elevator up to where... Oh, look, a McDonald's. Oh, he probably walked over there and realized he forgot his wallet at home, and now that's him walking back to his house. Oh, man. I was going to get myself a filet-o-fish. And I was going to get a McSurf and Turf. You know what that is? It's where you order a filet-o-fish combined with a cheeseburger. TPS report. So now they're referencing Office Space. Maybe we'll run into Bill Lumbergh himself. Lots of cubicles. Something drawing my eye over here, a different color. Hi, it's Michael Scott again. Just a TPS report. Nothing else to see there. Okay. So maybe down this way. Also reminds you a little bit of The Matrix, perhaps. There's Michael Scott again. Now, I would have preferred a Bill Lumbergh cutout during this section. I think that would have been fun. Instead of the typical Michael Scott. Michael Scott was good for the last part because it actually looked like The Office, but this is like Office Space, and yet we've still got Michael Scott hanging out. Which is a little bit mixed up. So there's a green. Yes. What does that say? Wake up. Sleepyhead. Okay. What's outdoors? Cityscape. Rain coming down just nice. You could pause here and reflect if you wanted to. I don't want to because, well, that wouldn't make for very good content. You know, if I just paused and reflected. Now, maybe we're going to head to the beach. We'll wait and see. Ah, okay. Rooftop pool with these big-ass windmills. Eyesores, those things. I hate them. I don't like the looks of them. They're creepy. I think they're a little creepy. Now we can actually dive into this pool here. You go, splash. 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 Sun dancing off of the surface of the water. Just nice there. Little sparkles. I'm going to take green for go. Let's go down the slide. Oh, you just have to walk it. It doesn't even really... That's a little underwhelming. I thought that was going to be more fun. Yeah. I'm going to be deducting. I'm going to be deducting points from the game's final score for not having actual slippy, slidey working slides, I think. That was underwhelming. I was looking forward to that. And what is this orb? There's another orb over there. Just What if Target replaced their red orbs with big glowing ones like that outside the store? Do you think that'd be a hit? Would you like that? I wouldn't. I like it the way it is. Now you could dive down. Well, I thought you could dive down. They're not letting us get in what looks to be the hot tub. None of that going on. They got these rubber deckies. You can kind of get in that water. Not totally. They won't let you touch the ducks for some reason. But here's your family. Hi. Remember them? We saw these guys on that picture. Hi. Hi. Doorknob right in the center of the door. That's a bother. An old-fashioned cartoon. This is the kind of cartoon that the king of cartoons would show on Pee-wee Herman, on Pee-wee's Playhouse. Let the cartoon begin. I wonder if that's blood. Let's dive down the bloody hole. Ugh. And now we're continuing down in a bloody sandbox area. Maybe someone was injured at the park, and that's what we're dreaming about right now. Trying to come out of a bad dream about a bad day at the park. Oh! Fell right down through the damn shit. Down into the ball pit. And these actually look more like... these, you know what the texture is? These are like the baseballs that they have at a batting cage. So maybe that was the problem. Maybe that's how someone got injured. These aren't like the typical balls that would be in a ball pit. They're just different multicolored batting cage baseballs. They're kind of rubbery and hard. And let's take this color because it's kind of nice. But once again, I have to walk it. And a bloody ducky sitting on Grandma's couch over here. There's one with a hook in it. Well, you can see how that'd be bloody. Yeah, you can see how a little kid might catch himself on that thing, and how it's maybe not appropriate for children. And what else do we got here? We've got a bloody classroom, a bloody teacher. Judging by the size of us compared to the cutout, this is either a very large cutout, or we're supposed to be a little kid now. Maybe remembering a time back in grade school when, oh, you thought you were going to be having a nice substitute teacher, and then she ended up murdering everybody. And that'd be a bad memory to deal with, I think. These desks are very old looking. I didn't have this kind of desk in school, but I do remember seeing one of these. My grandparents had a desk like this that they had gotten from an antique store. And I was like, oh yeah, this is what the desks used to look like. This, like the top of the desk was a panel, it would flip up and you could keep all your shit down there. Before they had your modern day school box, you know, crayon box, pencil box, things like that. So where do you want me to go? Should I dive right into you? Can't do that. But is there something I'm... Clearly there's something I'm missing here. Can I get up on your desk? Teacher? Maybe if I jump from... Oh, well, it didn't even let me do it. Maybe if I jump from desk to desk and then high. And then through the blackboard. Well, that was my best guess. That seemed like a good guess to me. Maybe I have to jump into this picture. Or behind it. Through it. something. Interact with it. Press E on it. Nope. None of it. I can't open up any of these. So that's not going to be it. Doesn't seem like. What do you want from me? What do you want from me? Ah. No. No, 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 no. Here, let's try again. It seems like this is going to be part of it. Hi. Hi. I can't get back up the tube. They're not letting me dive through the desk. They wouldn't let me go through the blackboard. I've already tried going through her. That didn't work. I can't crouch down any further. I can't go under this desk and then pop up. So... Oh, wait. Maybe the door is right here. That's it. Because I wasn't paying attention to the picture. Dummy. See, there she is at the front of the class, and then there's a door right next to her. Now I see. Alright. And it's a little tiny baby door. And a beach ball. That we can't kick around, unfortunately. So let's do the slide again, huh? And this one actually works because it's straight down. What's that, a big whale? A whale pool leading to an RV, a camper. And who is this? This is the Nuckalavi, demon from Orcadian folklore. I've never heard of any of that. Orcadian? It's not a bad looking trailer. I like the pattern. I like the pattern on the couch, as well as the pattern on the curtains they got going on here. This is nice. Cows on the moon. Cup of coffee. What do you think they got in there? An old TV dinner? Maybe someone's making a Salisbury steak. They were going to eat Salisbury steak and coffee for dinner. Dinner of champions. And here in the bedroom, we have triggered some event, I think. Can't open those. Let's go back out here. Oh look, now we're in the trailer park. King of Cartoons cartoon. Let's go out here and check out. See, there's a small version of the Epcot Center straight ahead that they built for these people here in the trailer park. It was like, well, it's a pretty low-income area, and most of these people are not going to be able to afford vacationing at Disney in Florida or in California. So what we're going to do is we're going to take some of your rent money and we're going to build you guys a miniature Epcot Center right here in the trailer park. How do you guys like that? And they all said, because Epcot Center is kind of like the most boring part of Disney. Lots of cows, or cattle if you prefer. Lots of cattle. And then we got these smokestacks, which kind of makes you think of The Simpsons. And we can walk right up to this gate here and get a little bit better look at the Epcot Center that we can't quite get to. Where they want us to go now. Is there going to be an opening here in the fence somewhere? Because I can't I can't quite hop over it. I've not been given those kind of jumps. Now the sun's getting brighter and brighter and brighter. It's like you're being swallowed whole by radiation and bullshit. And now, what's this? This is like where a killer sleeps. And he's marking off the days until he can get out and... Or maybe it's, maybe this was a shelter. And there was a big-ass bomb that went off. That could be it. Maybe that's what we're dealing with here. Trying to get out, trying to go up top. It's like, alright, well, it's been a few days now. I can probably go back to the surface. There it is. Yeah. Ah, yeah. So maybe this is what's left of the world after the bombs went off, you know. This is the wasteland. So not quite time to come out of the vault, but we're doing it anyway. And we can walk down the slide like that. Not very much fun, but a little bit more fun than just walking the whole time. If you were in this situation, maybe you'd stop and go down the slide just to see. Now there's some of those balls. Here's a skateboarding video. You got a skateboard. Now I wish you could ride the skateboard all around this wasteland. Why wouldn't they let you do that? Imagine how much more fun this game would be if you got to this part and then you'd be skateboarding. You could hit your space bar to ollie. Just have some little skateboarding sounds going. That's what I would have done. But hey, I'm not the dev. And there's a lady. Welcome home. Welcome home, huh? Maybe this would be a good screenshot right there. That could be good. Baba Yaga, Slavic folklore, often depicted as a witch or crone who lives in a hut on chicken legs. Chicken legs. Isn't that what they called John Wick? And that reminds you of Vacation, the movie Vacation, the holiday road part. So we made it. It looks like we made it. Looks like we made it. We beat the odds, my baby. What's that out there? Let me go investigate. Just some flowers. Just some flowers. Just something to catch your eye and get you to come on out and extend the play time of the game a little bit. Let me look behind these houses. How are you? We got a driving game. How about that? Alright, well, that's nice. Walk right through that and make our way right down the old Edward Scissorhands Street here. Sorry about that. It's nice, but just a little bit too pristine. It's too pristine. It gives off a little kind of like... it's slightly unsettling. It's giving unsettling a bit. Ooh. 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 Bright sunshine in the sky. And what is this? A jerry can? It's a briefcase, actually, where someone died. Gotta look behind the door before we go through it. And it's taking us to... Wake up? Wake up! It's like how the game started. Wake up! Wake up! John Foster and G.E.O. Stallings. So that looks pretty normal. Was it just a dream? Though the moon kind of looks like the sun. Let's see. Hey, it actually leads downstairs. Let me make sure that we can't just jump through the picture again. No. Alright, Boglins are still intact. Still got our rock guitar, skateboard. Very long stairway up to our bedroom, though. Yeah, this doesn't look right. We're not awake yet. Oh, maybe we're in a coma. Were we in a coma the whole time? Well, what'd you do? Now we're in outer space. Did we get abducted by aliens? You gotta jump out. You gotta go down the toilet. Is that a toilet right there? A futuristic cybernetic toilet. You gotta hop back in the transparent hallucinatory bed. What are you doing? What do you want me to do now? Oh no, now. Okay. I can't jump anymore. We've got this translucent bed. We've got planet Earth. There's what appears to be a pirate ship off in the distance. By pirate ship, I meant a UFO, and now here comes a space alien, which is probably actually a demon. And thank you for playing. Okay, so we got abducted. So it seems like the story is this. You were playing at the park, and you took a nasty spill, maybe down the slide. You fell into the ball pit that was actually full of hard rubber batting cage balls. You rolled around them and got your head all bonked up and blood everywhere, and then they took you to the hospital, and then while you were recovering from your fall, from the accident, then you were actually abducted by an alien that was actually a demon, and that's this game, and that seems to be the thrust of it. So there you have it. Okay. My favorite part was the bedroom. Because of the Boglins. I like the Boglins. I like those a lot. That was my favorite part. And I think what I would like to do is go ahead and end this video now. And I'm going to give this game a score of 515 super divorces out of a possible 1,000 super divorces. That's like right just above middle of the road. I probably would have given it a little bit more had the slides worked naturally. If you would have felt the physics of the slide, but you had to like walk down it. You had to like keep holding W for it to work. And I was like, oh man, come on, that's a missed opportunity. And then they could have let you ride the skateboard, and they didn't do that. Missed opportunities. Maybe next time. Maybe in the sequel. But a 515 is slightly above average. Just middle of the road. Like, yeah, you know, you don't have to rush to play it, but don't avoid it either. A lot of people would say that a 5 out of 10 is 50%, and that's like an F. I don't grade things that way around here. It's not how I do it. To me, 500 is just kind of like, it's flat. It's middle of the road. You could play it or not. If you play it, you're not going to wish you hadn't. You know what I'm saying? It's just one of those. All right? It looks pretty decent, though. They got some good liminal vibes going, if you like that kind of thing. Until next time, everyone, take real good care, keep kicking ass, love you lots, Lord willing, be back very soon with another video for you to watch.
Goodbye.
We gonna go viral with this one.